welcome back to my channel. I'm Carrie, this is Pens and Books, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. So normally we only really do focus on the book side of Pens and Books, but this video is going to focus on the pens portion. So what that means is that we're doing a writing wrap-up for the month of March. There's not going to be a lot. I'm still kind of perfecting my writing tracker. Excuse me. There's not going to be much, but it is also going to be a bit of an update on new videos coming out in the month of April. So the month of April, I'm going to be participating in a rough draft challenge. So you're going to be getting either daily vlogs or weekly vlogs of me writing and like different things that happen. I'm actually going to watch some people's NaNoWriMo content because it's essentially going to be the same thing. My goal is still to write the 50,000 words in a month. I'm going to be taking off one day just because it's the boyfriend's birthday, so I'm going to be spending that day with him. Yeah, so let's go ahead and hop in real quick. Alrighty everyone, so this is my writing tracker. As you can see, I don't really have a lot for this month, or this past month, but that's okay. This was more really like just to get the tracker up and moving. So I only have 2 days of sprints that I recorded. I have the 6th and the 7th, how many sessions, the word count for total and average session length, as well as what project I was working on. The project I'm currently calling it is Project Henry. More info on that potentially later. Haven't decided yet. But this is all of the information from each different session. So we have the date here, we have a date, what day it was, how long the session was, word count for each item that I was working on, what the end was, and then of course the total for that session, as well as what I was working on in that item. So for example, this first one right here, it was only 15 minutes. It started with a word count of 0, went to 253, and total end word count was of course 253. And I worked on my medieval series chapter 1, just as Project Henry. It's a medieval fantasy series. I'm not going to get too close into that. But the next one I did, same day, 20 minutes, was an outline, or a potential outline. This outline was actually scrapped. Next one was a character profile. And then after that, I focused mostly on the actual chapter. Not all of these were for chapter 1, but they were for the actual manuscript itself. So as you can see, I actually got quite a bit of words in. I got at least 2,000 words in. But that's all going to change. I'm actually scrapping that manuscript, not deleting it, but I'm scrapping that manuscript, and we are going to be focusing on our rough draft challenge for April of this year. Alrighty, so for the rough draft challenge, this is a challenge created by Sarah Cannon, who is a novelist. She has 2 channels. She has a Sarah Cannon channel and a Heartbreathings channel, both of which I will link in the description below for you guys. But she is doing this through her Heartbreathings account or channel. So the one I'm going to be going for is right here. It is the Ruby Reward because I want to do at least 5,000 words. But as you can see, even if you just get 10, you can, so you'll still kind of, you'll still get the gemstone for that challenge, and then diamond, if you just need to do 5 or 2,000. These are also, she also wanted it to make it to where you could do whatever it is that you wanted to do. You could be crocheting, drawing, diamond painting, regular paint. I mean, you can do whatever you want for this challenge. The challenge is to basically create a challenge for yourself, and I like to think of it as like creating a creative challenge for yourself, which essentially is getting those creative juices in your mind going. Which is one of the reasons I wanted to do it. But I am working on a novel. I'm not sure. This is going to be the roughest of rough drafts you will ever see. And let's be honest, you won't see it. Because it will not be shared in the light of day. Except for when I'm writing it. But this is the goal. The goal is 50,000. If I don't hit 50,000, I can still get this diamond one. Say, you know what I did? 30,000. I either can say I got the sapphire or I can do a diamond. Either way, I'm still good. So I just realized that I had paused this and I was trying to talk at the same time. It was not working well apparently. But essentially what I just did is I took this target word count, and I do have a physical copy of it. This is just if you are literally writing every single day. These would be your goals for the target word count every single day for 50,000 words. This one right here is going to be, so essentially what I did is I took this, I took this right here and I put it over here. Obviously, as you just saw, obviously I messed up, which is why this doesn't have a thing here. All right, so right here, what this is going to do is we have our days of the month. I'm not going to write this day because it's the boyfriend's birthday and I'm not doing it. I'm actually, there we go. That's my blackout day. So we have the day, we have the target, the daily target is this. We're going to put right here is where I'm going to input however many words I write for that day, which will adjust this. So like say I do 2,376. And okay, so now look, and now it shows, hey, you know, you got 600 words over, which is fabulous. This is the total word count for the month. So these are monthly total. So at the end of the first day, I need to have written 1,724. Then by the next day, this is how many, and so on and so forth, all the way down until we hit the 50,000 goal, which this is going to be like 4 short, but I'm not too worried about it. My total. So this is going to be, essentially, whatever I write here is also what I'm going to write here. That's when these will start taking over. So we're going to do, okay. So right here, this is going to be what's left, what it should be left over from the goal. So 50,000 minus 1,724 is going to end up being 48,276. Again, just testing. There we go. Sweet. And then I only do, say, 800 this day, not 0. There we go. Okay, so this way we'll be able to see where we should hit for that day, how many words we should have left over, and then how many words we do have left over. All right, so that is going to be that. That is essentially just taking this custom word count and tossing it over here. I do have a bit of a laundry list of things to do. I still have to make a map of my world. I have to work on some character stuff. I need to work on the outline, but mostly the whole point of this challenge is to have fun. I'm not going to worry about the goal. While the goal is definitely something to hit, it is not an end-all thing. If I only pump out 25,000 words, I will still have won my personal challenge. My challenge to myself is 50,000 words because that's how long I believe that the novel will be, if not longer. But even if I just do 25,000, that's more words than I have now. So the words I have now on my former manuscript is about 2,500. So that for me, basically beating that is the end goal. It is the end game. And this tracker will help me with it. Again, we're going to be putting in writing sessions here. We're keeping track of all my writing here. And so, for example, we're going to do, which is a Tuesday, and we'll figure it out from there. So this page right here, this challenge math example, is basically showing you how many in order to know how many words you need to write per sprint, how many sprints you need in order to complete your personal challenge. So for example, this example is you want to write 50,000 words, but you're only writing 23 days. So your daily word count is going to be the 2,174. You want to divide that by your average word count per sprint. So that's how many sprints you want to do based off of your word count, average word count per sprint. After that, you want to multiply your number of sprints by your preferred sprint length. Mine is going to be about 25 minutes. So you have your desired writing time per day. Now, in order to know how many sprints you need to do, you also have to take your word count and divide it by your your count per sprint. Looking at my writing sessions, my sprints, not all of my sprints are going to be the same length. As you can see, I have 15-minute, 2 20-minute, a few 25s, and another 15. Not all of my sprints are the same length. These are basically me just going off of live streams that I follow, which I will continue to be doing over the course of the month. Not only will I be doing sprints for myself because I need to do, I think, at least 5 sprints per day in order to hit my word count. I have to double check, but I think that's what it is. And so and the ones on average, the ones I follow do about 3 or 4 a day on their live streams that they do, which is great. I mean, that's what they want to do. That's how they do it. But for me, I need to go just one extra. And as you can see, here, they don't always stick with the same time frame. But I need to do 25 minutes 5 times a day. So while I can start with them and do that, and then I can do like a little shorty one here, and then I could even toss on an extra 25-minute one and then another 10-minute one to get just the minimum that I need in order to hit the 50,000. If I end up hitting my word goal for the day, like I'm in here and I'm entering my word goal and I realize, I've already hit my word goal, I don't want to write anymore, then I can stop. If I go over, go under, and I'm just not feeling those creative juices flowing, it could be the time of day. This is going to be a very flowy type of deal. So this is going to be very flowy. It's going to be very much okay, I wrote in the morning and I did this many words and I had no inspiration to continue on for the rest of the day. This day I wrote in the afternoon. This one I wrote right before bed. I mean, so it's going to vary. And maybe that's something that I should also keep track on. So maybe that's something that can go into my notes. Not there, right here. Be like, hey, I did a morning sprint and this is what I did. I did a bedtime sprint. This is what I did. And there's a lot of things that I could keep track of. But one thing, again, for sure, is I just want to have fun. And that is what this will help me do. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the new video and all the new videos that will be coming. Again, there's going to be vlogs coming through with me writing and doing wrap up for the day and the weeks of the challenges that I'm doing. I'm really excited to get it started. I hope to see you guys next time. Happy writing.